Hi everybody, it's time for your farm and ranch news. Well, America's public lands are critically important to lots of ranchers across the West, and not just our ranching families, but really our rural communities. And like other segments of American agriculture, there's lots of issues impacting our livelihoods in keeping our way of life on those public lands. Now, joining us from the Public Lands Council is their Vice President, Tim Canterbury from Salida, Colorado. And of course, on the docket, Tim, you were telling me, first thing out of the chute in the new year, PLC and of course all those state associations, you guys are working hard to make sure that public lands ranching continues, especially on those BLM ground.
Oh, absolutely. I think for the upcoming year, our number one priority is to keep every permittee on their permits in operation. Big goal, but we're going to do everything we possibly can to continue to keep public lands grazing profitable.
Well, and this discussion comes as the BLM is reconsidering and taking a hard look at those grazing permits.
That's true. So in the Trump administration, they started rolling out a revision of the grazing regs, and so it kind of went away, hit a dead spot. It is coming back, and so the Biden administration has brought this back. It's one of their top goals that they want to see done, and we have to be engaged as federal lands users, or who knows what the outcome will be. So we're really looking in great depth, flexibility, so we can operate during drought, climate change, all of those things. What do we need to stay on the land? So we're looking at that, and we're also looking at livestock industry not carrying the burden for every other use under 4180. So that's pretty lofty rewrites that we're undertaking right there, giving input on, and we'll see how she all comes out.
The U.S. Forest Service also wants to hear from ranchers like you.
Oh, absolutely. So the Forest Service has put out notices to every permittee and others, if you will, on how they should look in the next 20 years. And so it takes about 10 minutes at the most to fill out this simple survey. I highly recommend that every federal lands permittee, please take the time to fill that out. Forest Service wants to know what they've done correctly, where they can improve. And this is your chance as a federal land user to absolutely be engaged and shape the way the Forest Service will look in the next 20 years.
Some good advice from the PLC's Vice President, Tim Canterbury from Salida, Colorado. In the meantime, you can always learn more about everything we've been talking about today by visiting the PLC's website at publiclandscouncil.org. That's a look at your farm and ranch news. Have a great day.